My dear child, pause everything. Silence every other tab in your soul. Put down the worry you were holding, release the question you were rehearsing, and attend to me. Keep your gaze here. Keep your spirit awake. What you have prayed for in secret, what you watered with tears and guarded through disappointment, begins today. Not soon. Not someday. Today. Stay present until the end. Gather every word like manna. None of it will fall to the ground. I have seen you. I watched you wait when time felt heavy and answers hid themselves like stars behind clouds. I counted your tears and honored the faith that refused to let go, even when silence stretched like desert. I saw the days you could not speak your hope out loud, the nights you clenched your hands just to keep from dropping it. You thought nothing was happening, but while you waited, everything was happening. Beloved soul, if this touched your heart, treasure it deeply. Let your faith be seen, respond with love and press that like button. Do not move away, stay with me. Let this truth anchor in you. Your waiting was not empty. It was an altar. Your endurance was not ignored. It was shaping you. Your patience was not wasted. It was partnering with my timing. I braided wisdom into your patience, courage into your scars, and clarity into your questions. I was building foundations that earthquakes cannot shake, roots that drought cannot kill, resolute trust that storms cannot drown. I rehearsed your steps in the arrival of provision. I prepared hearts that would recognize you when you arrive, and I tuned your ear so you would not mistake the counterfeit for the promise. Listen closely, don't look away, because I am announcing the shift. The wait ends today. The door that groaned against you is opening on oiled hinges. The stone that felt immovable has been rolled aside. The clock you feared was against you is falling behind what I am doing now. I, the Lord of Time, am stepping into your timeline, and everything that seemed tangled is loosening beneath my hand. There is a difference between human timing and divine timing. Human timing lives by clocks and calendars. Divine timing lives by ripeness. You were never late. You were ripening. You were never forgotten. You were being formed. When I said wait, I did not mean no. I meant be sheltered until the hour I have appointed. That hour is arriving. Do not miss it with hurry, and do not insult it with doubt. Hold it like holy fire. Walk in it with reverence. Stay with these words to the end, because they are the map of what begins today. Feel this. A wind is shifting. The heaviness that perched on your chest is lifting like mist at dawn. The room you are in is not the room you woke to. Grace has entered. I am touching the places that ached, and they are softening beneath my hand. I am untangling the knot of fear that lived in your stomach. I am canceling agreements you made with disappointment just to survive. Breathe. Let my peace lengthen your breath. Let my presence steady your pulse. Every exhale is a release. Every inhale is an infilling. As you read, your spirit is stepping through a door. And now hear what unfolds. New beginnings open today. Answered prayers sprout like shoots after rain. Divine connections arrive with unscripted ease. People knitted to your purpose. Voices that echo what I whispered to you when no one else could hear. Paths that were brambled become walkable. Provision that seemed distant finds you without strain. Strategies come simple and clean. The place you thought you lost reappears redeemed. Watch for the letter, the call, the message, the meeting. Watch how I time them. Keep listening. Do not wander away. Each confirmation is a breadcrumb on the trail of my faithfulness. You asked me why the silence. I answer you now. Silence is where I amplify your hearing. Waiting is where I enlarge your heart so it can hold what is coming without rupturing. Delay is where I teach you to prefer my presence over performance. The gap between promise and manifestation was not punishment. It was preparation. I was making you a place where my answer could live. Precious one, this message you hear is possible only through your help. Our mission needs your super thanks today. Press the heart below, send your gift, and become a pillar of this divine work. Your support keeps God's message alive in many hearts. Stay with me. This part matters. What delayed you is cleared. The weight of false guilt lifts off your shoulders. The echo of not yet that rang in your chest is quiet now. I wash your memory with peace so that you remember rightly. I gather the scattered fragments of your courage and hand them back whole. Your nervous system rests under my palm. Your heart learns a new rhythm. Forgiveness moves through you like a river, finding stones you didn't know were there. Fear loses its vocabulary. The old narrative loosens its grip. This is deliverance without spectacle, quiet, steady, complete. Do not rush. Do not freeze. Walk with me. Make the call I place on your heart. Send the message I highlight. Put pen to the page, hand to the doorknob, foot to the threshold. Say yes to the appointment, no to the distraction, and amen to the alignment. Bless your enemies. Release them into my hands. Anoint your doorways with gratitude. Sow encouragement where you once sowed worry. Keep your hands open, your calendar surrendered, your ears tuned. Stay with this word to the last line. Let it finish its work in you. Destiny moves now. Peace moves now. Favor moves now. Angels move now. On assignment, on schedule, with precision. I set a lamp within you that will not flicker in the wind. I put momentum behind your obedience, holy pressure that pushes you forward without strain. You will look back and say, it began that day, this day, when the Lord said my wait was over. Mark it. Write it. Ellie, sing it. Plant a memorial in your memory and call it today. Rejoice before you see the whole picture, because I am the God who finishes what I start. Celebrate the first scent of rain. The river is following. Bless this hour. It has shifted your lifetime. Lift your hands in your heart now. Whisper gratitude between these sentences. Stay with me. Don't step away. Collect every drop I pour, and let joy become your strength again. I am with you right now. My nearness is not metaphor, it is presence. The radius of my peace surrounds you like warm light. I steady your hands. I lift your chin. I look you in the eyes and say, you did not wait in vain. I was in the waiting, and I am in the beginning. I am both promise and fulfillment, both preparation and performance. Keep your attention here. Let me complete the blessing. Do not treat my today like an idea. Treat it like a door and walk through. Give me your gratitude that acts. Prepare the room you praying for. Set the table for the guests called promise, provision, and purpose. Place your tools on the workbench. I will multiply them. Place your plan on the altar. I will breathe on it. Place your fear in my hands. I will turn it into wisdom. Keep listening closely. Do not drift, because I am giving you simple instructions with large outcomes. You will begin to notice small obediences unlocking large spaces. A conversation that becomes an assignment, a step that becomes a staircase, a seed that becomes a season. You will recognize me in the timing, how the thing you long for arrives without forcing, without begging, without bending your soul. You will find yourself at peace while moving, at rest while building, unhurried and unhindered. That is my signature on your day. Do not compare your unfolding to another's. I write different chapters for different hearts. What matters is that you walk with me at my pace. I will go before you and behind you. I will be the shade on your right hand and the fire in your night. I will whisper when you are unsure and roar when you are opposed. I will carry what you cannot and multiply what you surrender. Child of my heart, I have named you and claimed you as my own. Walk in my presence, and I will cover you with strength, renew your hope, and reveal my glory around you. I am not asking you to move mountains today. I am asking you to move with me. I am not asking you to be fearless. I am asking you to be willing. I am not asking you to prove yourself. I am asking you to present yourself, heart first, hands open, eyes on me. Say yes and step. I will meet your step with ground. Stay attentive. Do not scroll away. Do not treat this like any other word. This is a decree over your day. Expect the knock, the node, the name, the nudge. Expect the release of what was held back and the return of what you thought was gone. Expect reconciliation where I lead it and redirection where I forbid it. Expect energy in places that felt numb and creativity in rooms that felt gray. Expect me. And when the confirmations begin, when the phone lights up, when the email lands, when the door opens, when the peace settles even deeper, answer with worship. Do not cheapen the miracle with casualness. Blessed. TODAT. Write it down. Tell your future self, he did it today. Stay with me to the end. Here is the seal. This is not a distant promise. This is now. The wait you thought would never end is over. Watch what unfolds before this day ends. For I, your God, have spoken, and when I speak, it comes to pass. I bless you with courage to act, with discernment to recognize, with gratitude to sustain, with rest to enjoy what arrives. Keep your heart open. Remain in faith. Listen until the last echo of this word fades, because this message marks the turning point of your story, and the first page of its fulfillment is already being written today. Beloved, this mission cannot stand alone. Click super thanks or become a member today. Your support fuels every video, every message, every soul touched. Help us move forward, grow stronger, and reach the lost with God's word. Come, rest here with me, my beloved. Let yourself arrive fully in this moment before the day asks anything of you. The morning has opened like a quiet gift, untouched and waiting. Before the noise begins, before your thoughts race ahead to responsibilities and unknowns, pause with me. Draw in a slow breath and feel how life meets you again. I am here, void present, void attentive. This moment has not been borrowed from yesterday nor borrowed from tomorrow. It is new, and it is yours. I know the thoughts that greet you as consciousness returns. I know the questions that surface gently or rush in all at once. Will today demand more than you can give? Will strength find you when you need it most? Will help arrive before you are worn thin? You wonder if your prayers have been heard, if your needs are seen, if your waiting has meaning. You're me now. I have not missed a single detail of your life. I am nearer than your next thought, more constant than the rhythm of your breathing. Every heartbeat is known to me. Every concern already rests within my awareness. You do not step into this day unsupported. You are accompanied in ways you cannot yet perceive. Let gratitude settle softly over you, not forced, not loud, just gentle recognition. Notice the way light filters into the room, the way warmth lingers around you, the quiet miracle of beginning again. Even the smallest thanks open space for renewal. As you acknowledge these simple mercies, I draw closer still. Where worry has worn thin places in your courage, I breathe strength. Where fear has tightened your chest, I bring calm. My presence does not flicker or fade. It is not fragile. It is the steady foundation beneath all your uncertainty. Beloved one, let my love shine within you. Carry it into the darkest places. In unity, we bring peace and healing to every weary heart. Be still now and listen. I see the invisible labor you carry, the weight of loving others deeply. You rise each day already thinking of those entrusted to you, their struggles, their needs, their futures. You carry concern like a second heartbeat, often unnoticed by anyone else. At times it feels too heavy, too much to hold. I want you to know this. I see every person you worry over. I hold each name with tenderness. No whispered prayer has dissolved into silence. No weary sigh has gone unheard. You give and give, even when you feel empty. Yet I care for you with the same devotion. My love for you does not diminish or run dry. Imagine now placing each burden into my hands, one at a time. You do not need to rush this. Let go slowly. Trust that my timing is not shaped by panic or disappointment. As the day unfolds, believe that I am already at work beyond your sight. My wisdom is arranging what you cannot yet understand. My goodness is preparing what you have not yet imagined. Even when answers do not arrive in the way you expect, my response is never absent. Sometimes it comes as a quiet shift within you, a resilience you did not know you possessed, or an opening that only becomes clear after patience has softened your heart. Wedding Canave. I know how it feels to watch days pass while doors remain closed. I see the tears you do not explain, the fear that others are moving forward while you remain uncertain. But hear this truth. Waiting is not abandonment. In these quieter seasons, I am anchoring you deeply. I am strengthening your roots, teaching you discernment, shaping your spirit to recognize my voice amid the noise. What I am forming in you now must last beyond a single moment of breakthrough. It cannot be rushed because it is meant to endure. Beloved, if these words touch your heart, help us continue. Our community depends on your super thanks to share God's love every day. Click the heart below. Send your super thanks now. Your small act of love builds something eternal. As you face today's challenges, remember this promise. I go with you. You are not meant to navigate difficulty by sheer willpower. You are not required to earn your worth through exhaustion or endless striving. When fear of failure rises, remember that your value is not measured by outcomes. Your identity is secure in my love. You are my child, created with intention, held with affection, chosen with joy. You are becoming what I have always seen in you, even when you cannot yet see it yourself. When doubts whisper, "What if I am not enough? What if nothing ever changes?" Let my assurance rest upon you like a steady hand. I am the one who called you, and I do not abandon what I begin. When you feel small, unseen, or forgotten, lift your eyes toward me. Let my gaze restore you. Let my quiet affirmation renew your hope. You are never too wounded for my healing, never too late for my purpose. Your heart, though it may feel fragile, is precisely where I choose to dwell. There is nothing about you that causes me to turn away. Even your missteps cannot outrun my mercy. Release yesterday now. The regret you have been carrying does not belong to today. This moment offers you a fresh beginning. Every turning toward me opens the door to transformation. I delight in showing compassion, and I celebrate even your smallest steps of trust. Let this day begin not with urgency or fear, but with the gentle certainty that your strength does not depend on controlling what lies ahead. As you move forward, I will be your light before each step, your steadiness when you feel unbalanced. Listen for my guidance, not only in clear answers, but in quiet nudges to pause, to care, to speak kindly, to choose truth when silence feels safer. Your choices matter, and where you are weak, my grace will meet you. Lift your eyes now, even if weariness lingers. Feel the invitation in my presence. This day is more than a list of tasks or concerns. It holds sacred moments, unseen growth, and the quiet unfolding of purpose. Walk into it knowing you are deeply loved, fully accompanied, and never alone. I am already at work in ways you cannot yet see, moving quietly within you and gently around you. As you rise and step forward into this day, do not leave behind the truth of who you are to me. You are known without explanation. You are cherished without condition. You are accompanied without interruption. There is no moment ahead of you where my presence fades or my promise weakens. I remain constant through every hour, steady when your thoughts scatter, faithful when your strength feels thin. Do not be afraid of what waits beyond this moment. The road before you is not a trap nor a test meant to undo you. It is a path I walk with you, measured in grace, shaped by timing that honors your becoming. Nothing about your journey is rushed or forgotten. I am both the first breath of what is beginning and the final fulfillment of what will be made whole. Every good thing forming in your life is held securely in my hands, from its earliest seed to its full bloom. Child of my heart, I have named you and claimed you as my own. Walk in my presence, and I will cover you with strength, renew your hope, and reveal my glory around you. Come closer. Pause long enough to listen beneath the noise. Turn your heart toward mine and know this. I am not distant. I am not concealed behind unreachable mystery. I lean toward you with intention, longing to meet you in the quiet interior places where hope trembles and old memories linger. You belong to me. Even when you lose sight of the truth, my grip on you does not loosen. I hold your spirit with a tenderness that does not fracture under doubt or fear. Day after day, even when uncertainty keeps you company, I am shaping something enduring within you. My work is often silent, slow, and unseen, but it is never absent. What I am forming in you will outlast passing seasons, anxious ages, and every sorrow that once convinced you it would have the final word. Do not confuse my patience with apathy. My waiting is love in motion. My endurance is devotion unbroken. I remain present through your questions, through your wandering, through the ache of loneliness that seems to echo without answer. When pain arrives uninvited and confusion feels relentless, I do not retreat. I am there, in the stillness, in the unanswered why, in the space where tears speak louder than words. My compassion does not thin under prayer. It unfolds you gently, like the light that always returns after the longest night. I do not love you because of what you produce, achieve, or present. I do not measure you by performance or perfection. I love you because you are mine. That love stands when you stumble. It echoes when fear tries to silence you. It remains when you are disappointed with yourself, with the world, even with me. Bring me everything. Your anger does not repel me. Your grief does not overwhelm me. Your confusion does not exhaust me. I am the God who listens without flinching. My arms are open wide enough for your wounded heart. I created you with emotion not to burden you with shame, but so I could enter those feelings with you. There is no emotion that excludes you from my embrace. You cannot speak loudly enough to drown out my mercy. You cannot argue your way beyond my faithfulness. When you fail, when frustration tightens its grip, my heart does not close, it opens wider. I am endlessly committed to restoration, to mending what has fractured between us. No wall you build can outpace my patient steps toward you. No distance you create is greater than my desire to reconcile. Let my words settle into the places where you are weary. Forgiveness is not delayed. It waits for you new every morning, untouched by yesterday's weight. You do not earn it. You receive it. Rest in it. Trust who I am. Look at how gently I care for the world, how I draw beauty from broken lines and meaning from tangled stories. Nothing is wasted. Not your sorrow, not your regret, not even the quiet kindness no one noticed. I gather every fragment and weave it into redemption. Your life is sacred to me, not because of what you accomplish, but because you reflect my heart. Even the smallest acts of love, when offered sincerely, ripple into eternity. I am not calling you to flawless living. I am calling you to honesty. Speak to me in your fear. Remember me in your joy. Let every part of your life become a meeting place where divine love and human longing can speak freely. My dear one, we need your help to move forward in faith. Press super thanks now, or join as a member to strengthen this ministry. Your support keeps God's word flowing to hearts that need it most. Together, we can shine brighter for His glory. I am not startled by your weakness. I am not weary of your questions. Your fragility does not offend me. It reveals where my strength can shine. The world may urge you to harden yourself, but I invite you to remain open with me. Here, you are safe to be real. Here, you are held. I know every name spoken over you, every burden you've carried, every silent accusation you've believed. You are not defined by guilt, nor confined by criticism. When you come to me, you are not weighed down by yesterday's ruins or crushed by today's expectations. My vision is clear. I see the goodness still forming, the promise still emerging, the resilience glowing beneath disappointment. Trust me with what you cannot carry. Even your wordless prayers are not lost. I gather them tenderly. When faith feels heavy, lean into my patience. I am steady when you are uncertain. When the way forward disappears, let me lead you, step by step, breath by breath. You do not need to feel strong to be loved. You only need to come as you are. Be honest. Be present. Be willing. I will never abandon you on this journey. My spirit walks with you, even through nights of sorrow and questioning. I am never repulsed by your struggle, never irritated by your growth. You are seen, deeply, continuously, by the one who formed the universe and still bends low to hear your smallest concern. My love does not waver when you falter. When you forget your worth, remember this. I never do. My conviction about you is unshaken, as enduring as my promises have always been. If you listen closely, you will hear my affirmation woven into your days, an unexpected joy, in timely comfort, in hands that reach for you when you need them most. These are not coincidences. They are reminders of my relentless, faithful love, and it will not fail you. Return to me whenever your breath remembers my name. Come in confidence, come in confusion, come weary or full of questions. I am never burdened by your arrival, never exhausted by your need. There is no version of you that I reject, no state of mind that causes me to withdraw. Every time you turn toward me, whether in faith, desperation, anger, or silence, I am already reaching back. I hear not only your spoken prayers, but the unformed cries, the trembling pauses, the tears that fall without explanation. Nothing in you is too small, too broken, or too unclear for my attention. Do not delay your coming because you feel unworthy or unprepared. You do not need to polish your soul or hide your mess before standing in my presence. My love does not wait for improvement. It arrives before effort and remains after failure. Long before you learn to pretend, I knew you fully. Long after you stumble, I stay. You have never been outside the reach of my affection. You are not meant to walk this path alone. I gather those who seek me, wounded, hopeful, uncertain, and weave them together into a living testimony of endurance, grace, and shared hope. Among my people, let yourself breathe. Let go of the pressure to perform or conceal. The wounds you carry do not define you. They are not your name. They are places where my healing light finds space to enter, where my tenderness meets your pain without judgment. Hold tightly to the hope I place before you. The world often wins without apology, measures without mercy, and moves without care. But I am for you. I stand with you. Rest in what I have promised, not in what you fear. There is no failure so deep, no doubt so fierce, no chapter so painful that it can sever you from my love. Nothing you have done, nothing you fear becoming, nothing you regret can overpower what I give freely. Place your heart into my hands. Trust me even when your grip trembles. Step by step, I will lead you into a freedom you have scarcely dared to imagine, not a fragile freedom dependent on circumstances, but one rooted firmly in the certainty of my love. Watch closely. Even when you cannot perceive it, I am at work, quietly reshaping sorrow into wisdom, chaos into peace, broken trust into deeper faith. With me, renewal is never finished. All things are being made new, and that includes you. Every moment of your life unfolds beneath my care. I am with you in the ordinary and the unseen, watching, guiding, waiting for you to recognize my nearness. I notice the burdens you carry in silence, the scars no one else sees, the fragile hope you protect even when you believe it is fading. Nothing about you escapes my gaze, not your strength, not your weakness, not your longing. You may wonder whether my love remains intact despite your doubts, your flaws, or the choices you wish you could undo. Hear me clearly. I have known you from the beginning. Before your body took shape, before sorrow touched your life, before regret had a voice, I knew you, and I chose you. There is no thought you have had, no emotion you have wrestled with, no failure you have endured that drives me away. My love is not calculated by your success nor diminished by your mistakes. It is deeper than memory and stronger than fear. You live in a world that hurries and judges, that assigns worth based on performance, approval, or visibility. But I have placed my own value upon you, a worth that cannot be measured, revoked, or earned. When you are overlooked, I see you. When you are misunderstood, I understand you completely. I do not grow impatient with your questions or weary of your longing. Your heart was shaped to seek mine, your spirit drawn toward the source from which it came. Even when you wander, I do not retreat. I remain the quiet voice calling you back to hope, the steady comfort that settles beside you in long nights when answers are few. I have not abandoned you in your struggle, nor ignored the ache that presses against your soul. Every sigh, every whispered prayer, every wordless plea is gathered and held close. None are wasted. Unheard. It grieves me to see you burdened by shame, weighed down by regret, believing the darkness around you is too thick for my light. But there is no shadow that conceals you from me, no wound beyond my healing gaze. Every sorrow you carry becomes soil where I plant new mercy. The pain you bring is not an obstacle, it is a meeting place. I am not repelled by your brokenness. I move toward it, Forgiveness is not rare or reluctant. It is the rhythm of my heart toward you. I do not keep score or rehearse your failures. My desire is restoration, to lift your face, to return your joy, to remind you who you are. You are more precious to me than you can yet comprehend. My forgiveness reaches deeper than the mistakes that revisit you in restless hours. There will be seasons when you cannot feel me, when my presence seems distant, like a memory or a promise just out of reach. In those times, trust what I have spoken rather than what you feel. Your emotions do not define my nearness. I am with you still, unchanged by your uncertainty. I do not tire, and I do not turn away. I am stronger than your confusion, and my patience outlasts every wandering. Even in silence, I am working for your good. You are held by hands that shaped creation itself. My desire is not merely your obedience, but your flourishing, your joy, your wholeness, your peace. My guidance is not meant to restrain you, but to lead you into deeper freedom. I do not withhold good out of cruelty or distance, but direct you toward what truly satisfies, even when the path is unclear. Remember this: I entered your world. I walked among you. I spoke with a human voice and felt human pain. I know loneliness. I know rejection. I know what it is to grieve and to be misunderstood. I am not distant from your suffering. My empathy is livid, not imagined. I embraced the outcast, shared the disappointments of love, and remained faithful even when abandoned. When your burdens become too heavy, I do not step back. I draw closer. In your grief, I offer comfort. In your exhaustion, I offer rest. In your uncertainty, I offer wisdom that does not accuse or condemn. If you fear for your future, hear this: you are secure. Nothing can remove you from my care. No failure can undo my purpose for your life. What I have begun in you, I will complete. I shape you with patience and kindness, not haste or cruelty. Every delay, every obstacle is not proof of abandonment, but often part of preparation for deeper joy. Trust me when the way is unclear. I am still leading. I am still holding you, and I am not finished yet. Beloved, I have written your name on my heart. You are my treasure. Journey with me each day, and I will surround you with light, strength, and beauty untold. Walk with me when the path beneath your feet feels uneven and the horizon seems uncertain. I am not urging you forward with impatience, nor am I measuring your progress against another's stride. I am beside you, steady, attentive, unashamed of your slowness, untroubled by your pauses. Your life, even in its tangled places, is not an accident or an afterthought. It unfolds with meaning, and I take joy in revealing that meaning to you in its proper season. Nothing you carry is invisible to me. The hopes you barely dare to name, the grief you have learned to hide, the wounds that still ache when touched by memory, I see them all. I do not dismiss them or set them aside. I gather every fragment of your story and weave it into a design shaped by love. Not a single moment is squandered in my care. Even your tears have weight and purpose. They fall into hands that know how to turn sorrow into depth and compassion. When you stumble, when you fall short of your own expectations, I do not stand at a distance with folded arms. I move toward you. I invite you to rise, not in fear, not in humiliation, but with honesty. Bring me your confusion, your disappointment, your questions that feel too fragile or too messy to speak aloud. My grace does not thin with use, and my patience does not wear down with time. Release the burden of shame you have been dragging behind you. You are not required to transform yourself before coming to me. Come as you are. I know the way home, and I know how to lead you there. Your weaknesses do not exclude you from my work. They are not barriers. They are openings. Through them, my strength finds room to enter and reshape you from the inside. I do not delight in your pain, yet I do not abandon you to it either. Every trial, every hard season, is shaped into something that can yield resilience, wisdom, tenderness, and hope. One day you will look back and recognize my presence in places you once thought abandoned, in every valley, every shadowed stretch of road. I was closer than you realized, holding you even when you felt alone. You are not solitary in your doubts or your longing. Many have walked before you with trembling faith, with joy and heartbreak intertwined. I too were welcomed. I do not turn away those who speak to me honestly. I honor hearts that turn toward me even when fear still clings to them. Nothing pleases me more than when my children risk another step, however small, toward trust, believing that my mercy is real and not exaggerated. There are gifts prepared for you, not because you have earned them, not because you have perfected yourself, but because you belong to me. My delight in you is genuine and unforced. It rises freely, not reluctantly. When the light feels scarce and clarity fades, look to me anyway. Call out, and know that I am near, ready to answer, eager to restore your hope. Each day holds the possibility of beginning again. I am not constrained by your past, nor by the judgments others have spoken over you. Where you see only limitation, I see the quiet beginnings of growth, waiting to be nurtured by love and grace. Do not fear what lies ahead. I am already there. My love for you is firm and enduring, as faithful as the sunrise. It does not wait for your perfection, only for your openness. Trust me, beloved, and discover the joy that unfolds with each new morning, grounded in the certainty that I will never leave you. Not in moments of confidence, not in seasons of doubt. Never. Receive this truth now. My presence does not waver. As surely as night gives way to day, I remain with you. When your heart feels heavy, when the road curves into unfamiliar shadows, my attention does not drift. I have counted every sigh you have released in weariness. I know the desires you have never voiced, the questions that surface in quiet hours when certainty feels far away. My love is not dependent on your strength or capability. I am not distant, waiting for you to climb impossible heights to reach me. I walk with you. I dwell in the ordinary moments, present in shared laughter, in still mornings, in the gentle details you often overlook. My nearness is not earned. It is given freely. It is the inheritance of every soul I have brought into being. When fear or shame rises, urging you to withdraw, remember this. I do not retreat from your frailty. I draw nearer. I long to pour peace into the places that ache within you. You seek direction, wisdom, clarity, and this brings me joy. I delight when you turn to me for counsel. When you open your heart, trust that I respond. Sometimes my voice arrives softly, not in dramatic display, but in a quiet assurance that settles within you and steadies your steps. My wisdom may not always align with what the world applauds. It often stretches beyond what you can immediately understand, because I see the full tapestry while you hold only a single thread. Allow patience to grow. Let hope take root, even when answers unfold slowly. I will not leave you lost in uncertainty. If you seek me with humility, I will light your way, sometimes only enough for the next step, until the path becomes clearer. When guilt presses heavily upon you, lift your eyes. I have already seen every flaw, every misstep, and still my forgiveness waits, offered freely, even before you ask. Let it cleanse you. Accept my mercy. It is not weakened by your humanity. No failing is beyond its reach, no secret too dark, no regret too old to keep you from me. I came not to condemn, but to restore, to heal what has been broken. Release the exhausting task of saving yourself. Rest instead in what I have already done. Trust that my grace is sufficient, not only someday, but today, and tomorrow, and always. There is a joy prepared specifically for you, crafted with intention, not as something fragile or momentary, but as a steady presence meant to remain with you through every chapter of your life. This joy was never designed to depend on ease, comfort, or the absence of pain. It is rooted far deeper than circumstance. It rises from the unshakable truth that you are loved beyond measure and never released from my care. Whether the skies above you are bright or breaking open with storms, my hand remains firmly wrapped around yours. Even when sorrow settles heavily upon your heart, I am not idle. I am shaping within you a quiet strength, a resilience that bends without breaking, a faith that learns to stand even when the ground feels uncertain. Do not hide your grief from me. Bring your exhaustion, your disappointments, your unanswered questions, and your wounds that still ache. Place them into my hands without fear. I will not dismiss them. I will transform them, exchanging heaviness for hope, despair for renewal, and weariness for rest that reaches deeper than sleep. As you loosen your grip on these burdens, you will come to know my joy as something far richer than surface happiness. It is not forced optimism or hollow laughter. It is a deep, sustaining well within your spirit, one that remains full even when life presses hard against you. This joy will steady you when answers delay and strengthen you when endurance is required. As you move through the world, crossing paths with familiar faces and strangers alike, remember this truth. Every soul you encounter is cherished just as you are. Let my compassion flow freely through you. When you meet the wounded, the overlooked, the bitter, the anxious, or the forgotten, choose to see them through my eyes. I invite you into the wide reach of my love, to listen where others dismiss, to understand where judgment would be easier, to extend gentleness where hardness has taken root. Never underestimate the power carried by small acts done in love. A kind word, a patient pause, a quiet mercy. These are never wasted. They ripple outward in ways you may never witness. Do not fear that what you offer is insignificant. Every sincere expression of love becomes a seed planted in the soil of this world, growing far beyond its original moment. When anxiety grips your thoughts about what lies ahead, remember this. Nothing in your future surprises me. No moment you fear exists outside my knowledge or my provision. I am already present in the days you worry about. I go before you, clearing paths you cannot yet see. Bring your concerns to me honestly, without polishing them or holding back. I will carry them with you. When the future feels blocked or the road ahead fades into shadow, trust that my intentions toward you are good. Even detours, those unexpected turns you resist, may hold gifts and wisdom you cannot yet recognize. Keep your focus on me rather than on your perceived shortcomings or past failures. My strength is revealed most clearly in the places where you feel weakest. Never question your worth or the meaning of your existence. You were not an accident. You were imagined, formed, and released into this world through love. Your presence matters. Your life carries purpose. It is my joy to lead you into that calling, not as a harsh master demanding perfection, but as a loving creator inviting you into fullness, freedom, and authenticity. My dear one, allow my light to guide you. Spread it where shadows linger. In harmony, we awaken hope and comfort to the searching hearts. When despair whispers that you are unseen or abandoned, remember my promise. I see you. I know you. I care deeply. I do not leave, neither in the valley nor on the mountaintop. Each day, pause and breathe in my nearness. Remember that you belong to me. I am closer than your next heartbeat, and my love for you runs deeper than the widest ocean and stronger than the fiercest tide. In moments of victory and in long seasons of waiting, I remain with you. I celebrate your joy and share in your tears. My understanding of you is intimate. My patience extends far beyond human limits. Invite me into the smallest choices, the quiet struggles you never name aloud, and the bold dreams that stir your heart. I delight not only in your achievements, but in your willingness to let me walk beside you, to share each joy and each sorrow along the way. Let your life reflect the confidence that you are held securely. You are beloved without condition. When doubt grows loud, anchor yourself in my faithfulness. When you feel tempted to withdraw or surrender to discouragement, remember my persistence. I do not grow tired of you. I am not disappointed by your humanity. My desire is for you to flourish, to live free from the chains of fear, wrapped safely in promises that do not fail. So walk forward with courage, not because every answer is clear or every danger removed, but because you are carried by hands that shape the stars and still cradle you with tenderness. Receive my blessing again today. Let it fill you until it overflows into the lives around you. I am with you, now and always. You are mine. Nothing, not your deepest failures, not your hardest days, can separate you from my love. Stay near to me. Trust my voice. And know that with every breath you take, I delight in you. I have seen you in every hour of joy and every moment of sorrow. No tear has fallen unnoticed. No whispered prayer has gone unheard. No fear has escaped my attention. My heart moves in rhythm with yours, stirred by your longings, your laughter, and even your doubts. You may have imagined me distant or distracted, but this is not who I am. I am near. I am attentive. Every step you take is seen. Every pause is known. I treasure even the brief moments when your thoughts turn toward me in gratitude or need. And when you forget me, I never forget you. There will be seasons when silence feels heavy and you wonder if I have withdrawn. But silence is not absence. When prayers seem unanswered and hope feels thin, I am listening more closely than you realize. In those moments, I often speak gently, in memories that comfort, in unexpected kindness, in a quiet assurance that rises when despair threatens to overwhelm you. Remain open. Remain trusting. I am here. I always have been. And I always will be. You are loved fully, fiercely, eternally. I do not abandon you to suffer quietly in the dark places of your heart. I do not observe from a distance while you ache. I come near. I remain. I kneel beside the parts of you that feel fragile and exposed. I gather what feels scattered inside you and draw it gently into my care. There is nothing you carry, no hidden struggle, no silent fear, no carefully guarded wound that causes me to turn away. Even the things you believe make you unlovable have never diminished my desire for you. Nothing you confess shocks me. Nothing you admit unsettles my heart. I am not startled by your truth, nor disappointed by your need. I already know the depths of you, yet I still long for you to speak honestly, not because I require information, but because your healing unfolds when truth is spoken in safety, when burdens are named in the presence of love that will not leave. You are never more secure than when you stop pretending with me. There are old injuries you still carry, Memories you thought time would dull, betrayals you buried under resilience, words spoken long ago that continue to echo inside you. I have watched you shoulder them quietly, believing that endurance meant silence, that strength meant not feeling. But pain does not repel me. It does not exhaust me. Bring it openly. Bring it without apology. If all you have to offer is your weariness, I receive that too. I delight in tending to what has been wounded. I gently draw out what has grown bitter. I soothe the places that feel raw and exposed. Where anxiety has overrun your inner landscape, I breathe peace, slowly, patiently, until the chaos begins to soften. My grace is not an abstract idea or a distant promise. It is a living presence that meets you again and again, restoring what feels depleted, refreshing what has grown dry. Where you see scars, I see bravery, the courage it took to keep going when you wanted to disappear. Where you feel hollow or emptied, I am already at work, preparing room for new life to take root. Nothing about you is forgotten or wasted. You wrestle with your worth. You wonder if you matter, if your life truly reaches my heart amid the countless lives unfolding across the world. Listen carefully. You are not overlooked. You are not one voice lost in the noise. You are fully known, deeply seen, and immeasurably precious. Every choice you make, every sorrow you endure, every quiet act of love sends ripples farther than you can perceive. Your life carries meaning far beyond what you can currently see. Sometimes you look at others and ache for what they seem to possess, forgetting that I shaped you with intentional care. I designed you with gifts that match the longings of your soul, not as an afterthought, not as a comparison, but as a deliberate creation. Release the habit of measuring yourself against others. My love has never depended on your achievements, your productivity, or your perfection. When you stumble, I do not recoil. When you fall, I reach for you, steady, unhurried, unwavering. Let your worth be anchored in my embrace, not in fleeting success or public affirmation. Let your identity be formed by the unchanging truth that you belong to me. You have spoken to me in frustration, even anger, accusing me of silence or distance. I am not fattened by your questions. I am not fragile. I welcome your honesty far more than empty praise. When you bring me your confusion, your disappointment, even your accusations, I receive them as a loving parent receives the protests of a child who trusts enough to speak. Your longing to understand, your hunger for justice, these are not flaws. They are signs of a heart that still hopes. Trust that I remain with you even when the path forward is unclear. Some answers will arrive only with time. Others must rest in mystery for now. But be assured of this. Nothing you voice drives me away. My arms never close to you. You fear repeating past mistakes. Guilt whispers that you are defined by what you wish you could undo. But my forgiveness runs deeper than the roots of your shame. I do not name you by your failures. I call you forward, to courage, to renewal, to the freedom of beginning again. Forgive yourself. Rise. Try once more. Come to me boldly, not bracing for condemnation, but trusting in a love that restores and reshapes. Each morning is not merely another day, it is a fresh invitation. My mercy walks with you from the moment you awaken. My heart rejoices when you choose hope, even trembling hope, over despair. When uncertainty frightens you, do not let it drive you away from me. Let it pull you closer. I have walked the loneliest roads with you. In grief, when dreams collapse and hearts fracture, I sit beside you in the quiet, holding every tear. When you feel invisible, I see you completely. When you feel unworthy, I speak your true name. Beloved, hardships are not punishments. They are not proof that you have failed or that I have withdrawn my favor. Often they are the places where my strength becomes most visible, where my love proves itself sustaining rather than theoretical. Hold tightly to me. Let your questions remain, but trust that I am working gently, faithfully, even in the seasons that feel hidden. Bring me both gratitude and grief. I carry them together with ease. I speak life into your spirit, not as distant encouragement, but as the constant presence sustaining all you are and all you are becoming. When the world feels cruel, when kindness seems scarce, rest in the truth that I am actively loving you, protecting you, and redeeming what appears lost. Your journey is not wasted. Your tears are not ignored. Every step forward, every faltering attempt to love and be loved matters to me. Wherever you wander, emotionally, spiritually, physically, my pursuit does not cease. When you return to me, whether exhausted or overflowing with joy, I run to meet you. My delight in you is real, is steady. It is not earned or withdrawn. It does not fluctuate with your performance. Breathe. Rest. Be still enough to sense my nearness. I am with you, always. And when you wonder how to discern the difference between your anxious thoughts and the movement of my spirit within you, remember this. My voice is gentle, is patient, is steady and persistent. It does not rush you, manipulate you, or condemn you. It leads with peace, even when it calls you toward growth. Stay close. I am speaking, and I am kind. When I speak to you, my voice does not come as chaos or accusation. Even when I call you to turn from what harms you, even when I invite you to release habits, fears, or attachments that quietly drain your soul, my words arrive with a steady clarity. They may confront, but they do not crush. They may awaken sorrow, but they never leave you abandoned within it. Anxiety rushes in circles, rehearsing worst-case endings, tightening your breath and scattering your focus. My guidance, by contrast, brings a calm that settles even while it stretches you. It does not hurry you. It anchors you. When you are uncertain which voice is speaking within you, do not retreat in shame or silence. Instead, welcome me into the uncertainty itself. Come without rehearsed answers, without spiritual polish. Lay your confusion before me honestly, just as it is. You are not required to resolve your doubts before approaching me. You are invited to come precisely because you are unsure. Speak openly about your fear of choosing wrongly, of disappointing me, of misreading the path ahead. I already see the tremble beneath your courage. Every hour of your life, every thought that passes through your mind, rests within my attentive care. I am not overwhelmed by your complexity. Trust that I am capable of leading you, even through fog, even through seasons where clarity comes one step at a time. Release the pressure you place upon yourself to pray perfectly or believe flawlessly. My joy is not rooted in your performance, but in your turning toward me. I delight in your presence, not in your eloquence. When you look to me with the simple trust of a child leaning toward a loving parent, you will discover that I am nearer and more responsive than you dared to imagine. When your words falter, when exhaustion or grief leaves you unable to articulate a single request, I still receive you fully. The unspoken intention of your heart rises to me like a pleasing fragrance. I do not require elaborate language or polished devotion. I search the depths of your spirit and recognize the longing hidden there. In your silence, I hear you clearly. In your tears, I remain close. I come to fill what is empty within you, not to assess your skill with words. Some of you have waited a long time. You have prayed, hoped, endured, and watched time stretch longer than you expected. I see how hope has thinned, how patience has been threaded with disappointment, grief, or even resentment you are afraid to name. I do not shame you for these feelings. I have witnessed your effort to keep believing, to trust goodness again after loss or unanswered prayers. Remember this: I have never been inattentive to you. What feels like delay is not neglect. My timing is shaped by a love that understands how deeply pain wounds the heart and how carefully healing must unfold. Even the hardest ground can give rise to beauty in its season. If you trust me through these waiting places, not with clenched resolve, but with the honesty of your struggle, you will find new gifts quietly forming within you. Perseverance will take root. Humility will soften your strength. Joy will deepen beyond surface happiness. Your heart will widen, becoming more capable of both receiving and offering grace. For I am not only the giver of blessings, I am the blessing itself. And in waiting, I do not withhold myself from you. I give you more of who I am. Some believe that trusting me means silencing their questions or bearing their anger when my ways do not make sense. This is not true. I am not threatened by the depth of your questions nor the intensity of your emotions. Bring them to me without disguise. I am truth, and no shadow of doubt can extinguish the light of my presence. Often it is in your wrestling, in your lament spoken without pretense, that your faith grows roots strong enough to endure storms. I am not honored by forced positivity or borrowed phrases that hide your pain. I am honored when you bring your whole self, hope and disappointment together, holding nothing back. I meet you not at your most impressive, but at your most real. It is there, at the intersection of confusion and longing, that my comfort and transforming love reach you most deeply. Forgiveness remains difficult and misunderstood for many of you. You wonder how to offer it, how to receive it, and whether it means minimizing wounds that still ache. Understand this clearly. Forgiveness is not approval of harm, nor does it require forgetting what has scarred you. It does not deny justice. Instead, it entrusts justice and healing to me, whose love is both tender and unyielding. When you cling to blame, you hold a weight that cannot heal you. It only keeps the wound open. When you place your pain into my care, I hold it faithfully. Trusting me with your hurt does not erase its reality, but it frees you from bitterness that slowly suffocates life. My grace toward you is abundant. Allow it, in time, to flow through you toward those you struggle to forgive. This is not a single act, but a journey. Every small step matters. I see them all, and I honor each one. You ask how you can trust me amid suffering that defies explanation. You wonder how to celebrate goodness when the world is bruised and bleeding. Remember this: I know grief from within. I have wept at the brokenness of the world even while bringing healing. Your sorrow and hunger for justice echo my own heart. Bring them honestly to me. Do not numb yourself or pretend that all is well when it is not. Yet do not lose sight of the greater story still unfolding. Even now my power to restore and renew is at work in places you cannot yet see. I am as present with those who mourn as with those who rejoice. My goodness does not deny sorrow. It promises redemption that reaches beyond it. Wait with me for the dawn that remains hidden for now. And in the ordinary days, when life feels neither triumphant nor tragic, when routines repeat and nothing remarkable seems to happen, know that I am just as near. As you walk, work, eat, study,